Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber Podcast, episode 97. I got it right this time, for sure. I'm your host, Everett, aka 2Beast to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. Joining me as usual, we've got Devin
What up?
and JJ, who is suffering from some camera malfunction, we'll say. Camera difficulties, there we
Hello. Jesus Christ.
go. I really wish we could have seen that, actually.
I think he just
That, that's
got
my
hit in the
son
head.
just. No, my son just has his little those little big cars, the little tanks, whatever. He's in it right now, just walking around in it, and he just bumped into a chair.
Oh, those darn kids, right? They do the darndest things.
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know why you're quoting a Bill Cosby show. I mean, that's a choice.
I mean, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about a couple more pedophiles on this podcast today. So, but it does have to do with games somehow, in roundabout ways. But uh, honestly, we don't like. There's not like too many big things this week. There's a couple like kind of big things, but not a lot. Like, there's no huge things to talk about. Like,
Yeah, and one weird thing, like the GameStop thing, we'll talk about
there's
later.
a
But I
GameStop
that,
thing.
that thing was just weird,
That
or
one
is weird.
is a weird one, but yeah.
Weird.
So let's just go ahead and talk about what we've been playing this past week. I'm gonna go first because honestly, like, I'm gonna be a little bit real here. I've kind of gone through a bit of a funk this past week. Uh, if anyone's followed me on Twitter and everything, I said I probably wasn't gonna be doing the YouTube stuff and everything. I was thinking about just logging off for a bit. Like, I don't know, it was a hiatus, so I haven't really played games. But full transparency, Devin's my best friend. The guy is like my brother. I've known the guy for almost 20 years now. Obviously online mostly, but
He doesn't let me ever physically touch him. It's weird.
it's very weird. But he's helped me uh, these past few days. I'm still a little bit of in a funk, but Devin is basically told me in a roundabout way, said "fuck the haters," and that's what I'm doing. I'm fucking the haters. So
Bending him over the barrel and show him the 50 states.
exactly. Again, I really haven't played games, but just yeah. And the famous words of Leo, I'm not fucking leaving. But yeah, I know a little bit real, but hey, we're still people doing this podcast. We all have our stuff. I mean, shit. Even Devin, he's got his thing with his dog, right? We all go through our stuff. We all got personal shit still.
8 days till surgery, and then that's anywhere between 74 and $8,700 down the drain.
Yeah, yeah. That's I personally probably would have gave him to a Korean family, but that's me. Anyways, JJ, what have you been playing this past week?
I've been playing a little this game
I know, right?
called Ultimate Escape.
Maybe he's busy right now. Okay, Devin, we'll go with you.
I really only been playing Hades 2. I've like a decent chunk of Hades 2. Um, yeah, like I mentioned last week, I beat Chronos. I'm like, yeah, then it unlocks like a new area, or you have to like work your way up through like four bosses. So just slowly grinding my way through that. Um, yeah, I haven't looked up. Like I know I could, like I'm trying to like they don't there's not a lot of like tutorials and stuff on like how to do stuff. So I'm trying to just like figure it all out, like try to do it old school, where you just are trying to unfold. But if I ever get bored, then I'll look up like the metas of like, oh, you need to like have these cards activated, and that's like the best way to go about it.
Yeah,
So once if I get to that point where I'm just like I just want to be able to get through the game, but for right now, I'm enjoying like kind of trying different combinations, different weapons, different cards activated, and stuff like that. So, you know, that's it.
you know, I was watching a video recently, like some videos from this YouTuber that I just started following, where he's like playing through like all of the Mario games, all of the Zelda games, and he had a video where he's playing through all the Ninja Turtles games, and apparently it's Splintered Fate, that latest game they have or whatever. I think it's the latest game, right? It's Hades but with a Ninja Turtles skin.
Huh.
I just thought it was a beat 'em up because I mean I know like there's this what's it Shredder's Revenge, right? That's just a beat 'em up. So I just
Yeah.
thought they would have just continued to just keep doing beat 'em ups.
Yeah, I might have to check that out then.
Wasn't it? Was Splinter Fate on Game Pass or
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe.
There's been a lot of them, so like a lot of TMNT games on Game Pass. It's hard to keep track.
JJ, I see that you are now able to talk. Or now you're speaking. What have you been playing this past week?
What I've been playing, you guys already know. It's a little old game. A teeny little wheel game. Teeny little mini game. Called Old School RuneScape, man.
Like this indie game
Um,
known as wait, technically they are an indie game, aren't they? RuneScape.
they're acting like it, so I don't know, man. But
As far as I know, they're
it's
not.
been playing this.
They don't have a
So I'm still playing the
publisher.
game mode. Still still playing the little fun game mode they have. League 6, so just been playing that. Actually played a little bit of Diablo expansion. Vessel of Hatred. Yeah, I think it's that one. Whatever. I'm playing the new one. Sam bought it, so we played a little bit. Friday.
So I'm looking at it. RuneScape, I guess you could consider it an indie game because the developer is Jagex or whatever. Jagex, I don't know.
It says
Yeah,
they have
that's
600
correct.
people in total, though.
But the publisher is the developer, so
I guess the thing that they eventually took. It's a weird lore for that. It started off as like three brothers making the game, like in their house,
that
like in
makes
1999.
that makes sense.
Yep, 1999 is right. So,
Yeah, I've seen a
oh,
couple
JJ, you
YouTube
should
videos.
probably fucking stop playing that game.
Yeah, I'll stop playing when Everest stops giving a shit about Mega Man.
It's never happening. I'm always going to care about Mega Man. Is in my top 5 franchises of all time.
Fine,
Yeah,
not even
he's got
top
that
three,
Mega
not
Man.
top two.
He's got a Mega Man fleshlight. Like, of course he's gonna keep caring about it.
I
That's
mean,
just
like,
canon, bro. That's just canon.
look,
Yeah,
I have the Mega Buster right here. Yeah,
yeah, that's
this.
what you call
Yeah,
Mega Man
that's
fleshlight.
you're to
I
finish. I'm
mean,
gonna make a bus.
it wasn't yeah, exactly like it. It was a little hard to get. I had to put a lot of like stuff in there. To get it to work.
Wet
But
sponges.
yeah. But it does. It gets the job done. Anyways, yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, I played a little Diablo. I really like the Warlock class is really cool as shit. Summoning demons and stuff. And I played. The other game I played was that one I told you about, Trepang 2. It was
Oh
like
yeah.
fucking fear. It's on Game Pass. I was like, fuck it, I download it, check it out. Obviously like the first level, you're just going there sliding and just doing slow motion, fucking pulling out a shotgun, blowing the fuck out of people's like heads off.
What the
Like
fuck?
get
You blow
well,
people in that game?
Dude,
well
I might
if you want to
download
blow
that.
cock, then yeah, I'm saying blowing their heads off. So, but if you just want to think about cock, that's totally fine with you. I know you had a rough week, so it's all good, man.
So what you're doing is you're being homophobic now. Wow. You're on the wrong side of history. Come on.
Wrong side of history. What?
It's
We
2026, baby.
we are very inclusive in this podcast. All right.
You're the
Very
biggest
inclusive.
homophobe here.
I mean, this is probably the most inclusive podcast of all time. I mean, two-thirds
I
of
heard
it's
that
minorities.
we were saying Gears. Holy shit! Bro. You should have been banned like fucking year ago.
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying
god.
we got a two-thirds
2/3.
minority. Two-thirds, man. That's 66%. Like, this is what Republicans fear right here. Like,
Exactly. This is Republicans hate this podcast.
exactly.
The right
Unless we
hates
get
this
global.
podcast. Oh god.
Let's try to get platformed.
Yeah. All right. So if we got nothing else, then you guys want to get into the news then?
Yeah, I just want to shout out my Randy Moss Moon trucker hat that I got on right now. If Randy Moss ever wants to come on the podcast,
Yeah, I'm sure he's
I got you.
itching. I'm sure he's just
I don't know,
itching
man.
to get on the podcast.
Back in the day, he was at an LA Noir midnight launch back where he was from. So he games.
All right. You know what? For the first thing we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
have you guys uh start it off because you guys know more about this than I did, than I do or whatever. Because I just somehow missed this, or well, no, not somehow. Again, was in a funk, not really on the internet too much, so I missed this. But this EA Battle Pass thing, you guys know more about it than me, so
Yeah, well, just I mean the basics of it is EA has this bright idea to get players to come back to Battlefield, and it sounds like they're going to do it to other games as well. You can just start pre-ordering season passes. So while you're working on the current season pass of stuff, you can pre-order the next season pass. So that way you're locked in for the next thing. Because everyone loves pre-orders. Because I know everyone like it was so easy to get. Well, working at GameStop, I mean JJ knows. I mean get people to pre-order stuff. Like now you can pre-order future fake digital content, which will be great.
I
I
mean,
don't see any downside to this.
I mean, like it's no different than pre-ordering a game. I think like it's a digital thing. Like you're just paying for or DLC. The thing that I think is just stupid is just that like it's a fucking it's a
Well,
it's a battle
if you
pass.
pre-order the battle pass, you do get the battle pass essentially earlier than the other people that don't, or when the season actually starts, you start getting rewards and everything towards it from what I think. But I think you obviously still get the same
But it's
rewards,
just
but you just
like
get it
instead of
earlier.
But like that's not what people, especially I mean like I don't know like all the nitty-gritties, but like what everyone's wanting in Battlefield, but no one was saying, you know what, to improve my Battlefield experience and to get people to come back, I bet you if we just added pre-order to both like our battle passes, that would get people to come back. Like that's the
Yeah, that
part that people are like, add more maps, add more guns, do these things. And they're like, battle pass pre-order?
Yeah.
like I can kind of get their mindset with like if we have people pre-order the battle pass, they're like, oh, okay, cool. They're gonna do stuff. Obviously, there's gonna be things in the battle pass that I probably want, and this is me getting in before they run out of battle passes or whatever. Like like I could kind of get the mindset that EA would have, but like yeah, it's a battle
Yeah,
pass.
I already said the other maps that are coming out or are like just fucking one map here, one map there, like a remake from Battlefield or some
Yeah,
shit. Like
there's
the next map we're
one
getting is
Battlefield
we're
3.
gonna get one. Yeah, we're only getting one map per fucking season, which is fucking stupid. That's why people are complaining. And the big one is not until like fucking July or August or some shit. Maybe
See,
September. I think it's around the same time as fucking GTA. So
right.
good luck getting fucking people to stay for GTA.
See, that's the thing. Say
Hey,
what you
hey,
want about like Call of Duty. The thing is, they still were like they're putting out stuff a little bit more frequently. Now they work everyone to the death over there, but yeah.
and oh, most of the shit too is just like recycled stuff too, so it's pretty
Well,
easy
when you
to.
have
Oh yeah,
franchises
I
that
think
are
I think one of the maps is from Black Ops One. That's for Black Ops 7's coming out, which is dope as shit. But it's
because
just
the thing is,
well, a lot of maps from the first one, Black Ops One, was dope as shit. But like that's dope. But Battlefield, the other ones, like we just want big maps. People want big maps,
well,
especially stuff from Battlefield 4 and 3 or whatever.
because the thing is
And they're
like
like,
people
no,
want older maps too. The like obviously it's not as easy as a lot of like gamers will say. Like it's just control whatever like copy it into the new game. There's work that needs to be done, but I think with a groundwork of older maps from you know I don't know when the first Battlefield game came out or whatever, but like over 20 years now of a franchise. Like they have plenty of maps that they could just be like, well, we have a framework. Let's just they don't have to
I know.
build
Yeah.
it from the ground up.
Imagine if they were just like, oh, this season is the 1942 season, and like they brought a map from 1940, the Battlefield
Or like
1942.
what was that map? Yeah, from it was in Battlefield 1942, but it was in the remember the Xbox Live Arcade game. I think it was Battlefield 1943.
Yeah, I
Like
think
there was
so.
like
But
that
yeah, like
island. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
people know about that.
I know what you're talking about. But yeah, it's like they could do shit like that, and like and like yeah, like they need to. I feel like lean into a little bit of like the nostalgia, like how Call of Duty does it. To like JJ's point, it's just like lean into that and yeah, do a Bad Company and like have some Bad Company maps just show back up. Like reuse your assets instead of just like I don't know. Your competition's doing it, so just and I feel like that
And
would
it does. I know sometimes like the new Battlefield 6 does have a lot more things. Like Everett was saying, like you do need to balance some stuff that weren't there in Battlefield 4 and stuff. Because they gotta fix some things. And there's obviously like the new stuff, like now for Black Ops 7, like the whole jumping out, like double jumping on walls or whatever the fuck, new shit. Yeah, they bring the old map, but they still gotta like bring that innovation from like their new stuff they're doing to like implement in the map. You know, or whatever the flavor fucking they're doing for this COD. Like
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I, I won't. I don't think I'll ever understand EA's obsession with knowing what should be done or looking at the competition. Like, yes, there's going to be complaints about how Call of Duty does stuff, or even like with other genres and other styles of games. Like other RPGs. Like obviously EA owns Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and what else does EA do now? Fuck, skating games. The competition there would be obviously Tony Hawk or whatever. It's like, yeah, maybe there's complaints about how those games are being, you know, run
hmm
those genres or whatever. But in the end, like when a new Tony Hawk game gets announced, people initially are more excited. Obviously, if the game comes out and is bad, and unfortunately they've been a little bit not great, you know, it sucks. But I see more hype for a Tony Hawk game than Skate, and Skate always had more hype. I, there was a lot of hype for Battlefield, and they kind of, killed it, unfortunately, especially like after Battlefield 2042, right? That's what it was called. Uh,
yeah.
After the disaster of that, for them to still have as much hype for the new Battlefield game, and then to just be like, yeah, we don't want to do anything anymore with it. We'll do the bare minimum. Well, Call of Duty, in a year where Call of Duty actually is like, all like now in the more universally hated, like part of the franchise or whatever, or of its lifetime,
hmm
to just let Call of Duty probably keep, not keep getting, but probably let Call of Duty get some of that back. Where it's like, you know what, I wanted to play Battlefield, but man, they don't do shit. I'm just gonna go back to playing Call of Duty. Like,
It
Oh no,
fumbles the
they say
bag.
COD gets like two maps in a zombie thing. I think every like half season. It's like like four maps coming out this season, two beginning, two at the end, zombie stuff. Good, have fun.
yeah,
I actually, yeah, I think it's one zombie thing, but like after half season, they do like an easy mode, so people that want to just get to the story mode or the Easter egg shit can be done with it on Black Ops 7, because that's what they did on Black Ops 6. So they just at least you get 2 to 4 maps, new weapons, all this shit, or crazy events. And then right now is the RoboCop event in COD. So
and you see, but the thing is, like, we've obviously talked about this too, in previous podcasts or whatever, and there was a lot of complaints about it. But like, in the end, having you're talking about RoboCop, right? That's what you said. Like,
yes, that
having
is
that
correct.
stuff ends up making people like want to come to the game and play it, because whether maybe they might hate it or they love it, they're still curious enough to go play it. Whereas you don't get that with Battlefield, but they're also not really giving you anything else. They're not, one map every fucking like 6 months, basically. I mean, hyperbolic or whatever, but still, like, you you had a game that had a lot of potential, and it just completely shit the bed. Then the next game comes out and it has a lot of potential, and people are like, okay, no, I know the last one sucked, but nah, they they're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it, man. and then they do it, and then they don't do it. Like,
Yeah, they had all that steam. They decided to just keep going with it, and then just whatever. I'm like, okay, well, people jump back to COD or playing the other shooter games or whatever they were playing.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's just crazy, man. Crazy to, like our buddy Tom would say, to fuck up a wet dream, man. So
I
yeah,
mean, no, you're right. Like, yeah.
like they literally had the player base, like, oh, we got him, bro. It's gonna be sick as shit, but that's it, man. Yeah, they don't have that match maps, whatever, little content. But at least COD, he's bringing content every 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks, there's always new shit. There's new maps, like more maps, more weapons, random events that's in the game or whatever. Yeah, they're like, what the fuck, RoboCop? But at least it's something, like you said.
Yeah. But all right. You know what? Let's stick with the shooter stuff. Let's talk about the Call of Duty movie for a bit, or specifically the director, Peter Berg. I don't even know what this guy. I know who this guy is because I think he was in that movie Smoking Aces, and I think he gets like killed off for almost like 30 minutes in the movie or something. I don't remember. But recently, this is from Esquire. That's great. Uh, Peter Berg once said about people who play war video games that they're pathetic and weak. Pathetic, keyboard courage, can't stand it. Anyone that sits around playing video games for hours, it's weak. Get out, do something. And now he's directing a Call of Duty movie, so that's a good quote to come out for an audience that you would hope you'd want them to go and see your movie. So
Most of the time that people say this stupid shit, it's usually people like, the game I played back in the day was fucking Pong or some shit. Like, okay, cool, you're out of touch. Nobody gives a shit. Cool.
Or it's just like people just like I don't know why like video games get such a weird rap. Like it's just like people are just like, oh, like, you play video games? That's stupid. Like,
Grow up.
okay, like it's
I
just like a hobby.
I
I
still
I
get it.
don't.
I still get that. Like at work, people
Yeah,
like now people are more like they've
like
warmed up to
I'm
different.
not.
But yeah,
Yeah, but it's just like I'm like it's just a hobby. Is it ruining my life? No. Am I still job providing for my family?
you know
Like,
what? No,
yes.
see, whoa, what you're saying right there actually is one of the biggest things that I hate. Is that because what you're saying is when people are like, "Oh, you play video games? Why don't you grow up?" It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, why don't I grow up? Am I still doing taking care of my
Yeah,
responsibilities? Am I still
Yeah, that's
doing
exactly.
what
the
he
I'm
said.
shit?
doing all the things
Yeah,
I need
he
to
just said.
do, and I've chosen this as my hobby. You can have your own hobby, and that's cool if you don't want to like diversify, because like I have lots of hobbies. I like to watch sports, I like to play sports, I go to the gym, I like to play video games. So it's like I'm sorry that someone told you along the way that you are only allowed to have one hobby in life, and and then you also have to hate everybody else's hobby that's not aligned with your hobby.
That'd be like
Whatever you decide to do,
that'd be like
I
me
think,
saying like, "Oh, you like to listen to music? I actually will play music. Grow up and actually learn to fucking play an instrument." Like it's just
yeah, like
stupid.
you're not good if you're not good enough to drum like Def Leppard drummer, go fuck yourself.
Oh God. For context, I I don't know if it was the first drummer because I don't think he drummed the whole time. He was missing an arm, but
But he was still a good drummer. But
no,
yeah, so like
yeah. I mean, he was a drummer.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, oh, it's like grow up, like do that stuff. It's like, dude, I just because I still enjoy a hobby that, yes, that for some reason has become, you know, whatever reasons trivialized, but like now it's becoming, yeah, like everything, all, like at some point it seems like all IP are gonna have movies or TV shows out, and then that you're gonna watch or your kids are gonna watch.
Yeah,
Like Mario, yeah, your kids may not have played the Mario games, but guess what? They fucking seen the movies now, and they're still buying the merch. So it's like
Yeah, jokes on you, bitch.
it's like
jokes
we're
on
not
you,
hurting
bitch.
anybody. We're not. it's like we're not hurting anybody by playing our video games. I mean, I maybe actually, well, I don't know. When we play Gears and like we say GG easy, like we're probably hurting some people's feelings. Um,
Yeah.
but but we're just hurting their emotions a little bit. But that's just all in good fun. But that's no different than like, if like let's say I was an NBA player and like when Shaq, I forget who Shaq like dunked on and then pushed. Like he
Oh
obviously
yeah.
like I forget who he pushed.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too. Fuck.
But it's like that obviously hurts people's like you can play sports and hurts people's
Well,
feelings that way too. But it's like it's in like the spirit of competition.
so you know what's funny
So
about that you're mentioning like the like basketball players. Remember during the COVID times, like before they had the bubble, they a bunch of them were playing like NBA 2K and live streaming.
yeah.
And didn't they have like a competition too with each other or some shit like
I
that?
think they did like like an online tournament.
So it's like yeah, like for people to come like for that kind of shit to still be out there to like, oh, you play video games? Like, what are you, a fucking loser? It's like, dude, everybody plays video games. Like, just because you don't play video games doesn't mean that means I'm a loser. It just means I
Exactly.
have a different fucking hobby than you.
Well, that yeah. The funny thing is so crazy. Like Hassan said the same shit. Like you play video games, you're like a fucking virgin loser incel
Oh
fuck.
my god, don't
So
even
like,
get me started. Yeah,
so
dude,
like that's another bullshit. Like
that
okay, like what we all have kids. We're,
that was even.
like we
I
know as
think
much
that
of a
was
woman.
even worse coming from like Hassan Piker because yeah, he was trying to simultaneously go after gamers somehow, while also going after guys who were more critical of feminism or whatever. Like, yes, are there idiots who criticize that kind of shit? But there's people who criticize it because of the kind of stupid shit that comes with it, And like, yeah, when he was going like, oh, you're an unfuckable loser. Who would even have kids with you? Just because someone's enjoying Pragmata, and it's like, this makes me want to have a kid. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. But like, he wasn't the only one too. Like, there was Pokimane, I think, did it, or Casey Tron. There's a few other.
Okay, John's a fucking bitch. But yeah, but like it's just so out of touch shit, bro. Like dumb as shit. You don't need to say that. And I honestly think it's just him saying that shit because he's just hella riding the fuck out of Admigal's dick, so he knows he's trying to say shit like that. And
Fuck.
yeah, but it's just dumb as shit, bro. Like, especially today's society, a lot of people play games, from like a normal hardcore gamer to a normal person, people just playing
Like
games,
no,
especially
I
during
would say
COVID
like
happened.
yeah, I would say like 9 out of 10 gamers are normal, and then you have that 10% like that you get like in any community that are just like
No.
these fringe
Yeah.
weirdos,
Yeah.
and it's
Exactly.
just like all the people that I know like in real life that like associate with are like normal people, and like yeah, they play video games. I
Yeah.
mean, not JJ. I mean, JJ plays old school RuneScape. That's fucking
So there
weird.
you go.
Uh,
He's part of that 10%. No, but like, yeah, like the thing that I always find, not
Trust me,
always.
there's something fucking wrong with me, bro. I cut a tree for like 10 hours. It was fine.
He's like, no, there is something wrong with me. Yeah, like
No, that JJ, we're all just on the spectrum. That's something else.
no, but the thing is, I always like, I love when these people say that shit too. Like, oh, if you're like, especially people who are in like this kind of space, like a Hassan Piker, who like they say stuff like, oh, well, if you're playing video games, you're a loser, you're an unfuckable loser. But like,
I thought he streamed video games. Does he not do that anymore? I thought he streamed video games
he's
He
a
sometimes.
barely, dude. He's barely
he's
a
a
fucking
political
gamer. Besides,
commentator.
fucker pays. He pays for sex at brothels. Who
He
gives
pays
a
for
fuck,
sex,
bro?
yeah. Yeah, he does.
But he calls the people that play video games fucking unfuckable
Well,
losers.
no,
But he has to
the
pay
thing
for
is,
sex. Alright.
the reason I find that funny is because he's talking shit about these people who are like, oh, they're just women haters. They're just women haters. Women are cool. Women are cool. That's his thing, which is awesome. Cool, yes, women are cool. But it's like he's the type of person who will come out and say like, well, more than half of gamers are women. It's like, so
The funny,
are you saying the
fucking
women
dude,
are unfuckable losers too?
dude, the fucking thing is that his original videos are of him like a frat guy talking about how to like talk about fat chicks and like skinny bitches or some shit like
Dude,
that.
no,
Like,
I I I, I don't want to get into more Hassan Piker hate because like I hate that motherfucker. Like every time there's something about him, It's just like this dude needs to fucking fuck off. Like there
Dude,
was a thing.
dude shocked his dog, bro, dude.
He shot his dog. Well, no, dude. Like I remember there was a clip of him talking shit to a trans person because a trans person was saying, like, I don't actually agree with, your point of view and this and that on trans issues. And his literal response to that person was, "Suck my dick. You're just a trans person." It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, that's the guy that was also gonna debate people, and that's I think what he debated H3H3, and it's just him being loud and obnoxious
man.
during his argument. So
That whole interview
in another
was
alternate
fucking
universe, we
stupid.
would have seen him debate Charlie Kirk, and we would have seen like how much of more of a retard he is. I'm not saying Charlie Kirk is like a smart either. Again, Charlie Kirk just challenges fucking high school, college fucking idiots.
It's just two retards yelling at each other. But anyways,
It's like, goddamn it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
just a bunch of YouTubers that we don't give a shit about trying to do this crazy shit, bro.
But pay attention to us YouTubers because
attention to us.
Yeah, please, yeah, dude, we're good. We're not gonna do shit, bro. Like, I'm not gonna go to brothel or anything. I'm not gonna shock my dog,
and then I like the Raycon has sponsored this podcast.
Well, yeah, definitely got sponsored
But
by
before we continue,
Raycon. I got Express VPN, dude.
It's like, but before we continue, I'd like to talk about our sponsor, Raid Shadow.
Yeah.
And Vessi has
Vessi,
these
yeah.
new shoes, these Vessia shoes. You can go in the
Vessi-
ignore the Nike swoosh. These are actually Vessias, and you can go in the water, and they're
what?
great.
The main ones are Raid Shadow Legends doesn't really do a lot of them, right? But like Surfshark, the Surfshark
Express
VPN,
VPN.
and ExpressVPN,
Nord.
NordVPN,
Dollar Shave Club. Dollar
Dollar
Shave Club,
Shave
maybe.
Club.
Yeah.
Oh, Manscaped,
Well, and a lot of
Manscaped.
embedding.
I
Like,
got Manscaped, bro. I'm
oh, yeah.
Manscaping, dude. The discount.
yeah, like don't forget to place your bets. We're sponsored. Use code Everett.
Everett.
Everett will be
Everett
touched.
Small
DraftKings.
Slog.
Everett will be touched tonight.
Yeah, Everett Touchy Feely for an extra $10 bet credit this
wait,
week.
we're getting Feely on here?
If only, man. I gotta get like a really big Nintendo shit, bro. I like
Yeah, I want him to just like to join one day and just to call us like a bitch and then just leave.
That would be kind of hilarious, actually.
Like-
That would be kind of hilarious.
But yeah, so those are all our sponsors this week. If they want to give us some money, that'd be cool too.
Oh, I can guarantee you, our ADC will probably never get us a sponsor. We need to get enough.
Well, tell you what, if no one sponsors this show,
we're gonna get
they
sponsored
hate
by Adam
dogs.
and Eve,
My
baby.
dog needs a surgery, and they're not funding my dog's surgery, so they hate dogs. Anybody? PETA, you want to sponsor us? PETA?
PETA's like, send it to us. We'll end your dog.
If PETA doesn't sponsor us, they hate dogs.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's the conclusion to this podcast.
Science. See?
Yeah, I need $7,000, PETA.
All right, let's move to the next thing. We have two things that are a little bit more politically charged, I think, or not political. One politically charged, another that's.
I was gonna say, one more thing before the thing. I just want to talk about the movie stuff. The Resident Evil trailer, right? I think we're gonna talk about that. If you're along with the movie stuff, so.
You know what? Yeah, I forgot about the Resident Evil trailer. Actually.
You guys see the green herb in the background? Did you see the green herb?
Did you see the green herb? So okay, let's add this in.
I was
Yeah.
smoking the
So
green herb,
like, yeah,
man.
you guys watched it, right?
Yeah, dude. I fucking watched that with one hand, dude.
So, no. I guess that means you liked it. Devin, did you like it?
I loved it.
I mean, the thing is like, I'm not the biggest horror, like, it's weird.
Yeah.
I like playing like horror video games like Resident Evil, but like horror movies, I don't really enjoy. And like, I don't really, like, it looks cool. Like, I'm not gonna go see it in the movie theater. Like, I'll stream it. And like, and I guess I want to know more about the plot, because like,
I saw a rumor saying there might be the merchant shit, because if it's like not part of like any story, but I don't know. I'm excited.
No. That's been the discussion. That like I've seen a lot of people hating online because it's not adapting any of the stories of the games. It's just set during Resident Evil 2. Also, people are like, why is there snow in the city and stuff like that? Because during the time it's set, like there's no snow in Raccoon City. But the thing is, for me, I'm actually more in line with the people who are like, you know what? Let this be something that it's its own thing.
Yeah,
Because,
and well, like, And if
Well,
it
because
feels like
yeah, go ahead.
Resident Evil, then it's gonna be like, I don't know. Maybe they adapt this into a video game. Maybe they adapt like the movie and make it into a video game and like, or like it's canon into the universe, and then like that's referenced in other shit. Because like, and maybe the snow is like, I don't know, it's a flashback or something. Who knows? Like, because yeah, it could be in Raccoon City, but then like there's a flashback or like time lapses and it goes forward time, but I don't know. We'll
So
see.
I
I
saw
mean,
someone. I saw someone
it's
make like the joke saying, because someone was saying like, oh, how it like, oh, because obviously it's using Resident Evil lore, but it's not gonna use any of the Resident Evil characters. So someone was making the joke, like, oh, I'm gonna make a new movie. Fuck, what was it? It was about like Uncharted or something. But I'm not gonna use any of the characters or this or that. But the thing is, for me, when that person said that, I'm like, they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Because if you make an Uncharted movie, you can't. You like, yes, there isn't one Uncharted game. There's one Uncharted game where you don't play as Nathan Drake. But when you play Uncharted, who do you think of as the main character? Right?
yeah,
Nathan Drake. If you make,
yeah.
oh, it was a God of War. It was a God of War thing. They were making like, I'm gonna make a God of War. But when you think God of War, who do you think?
They're about to make a game without the freedom.
I know, yeah. But when you
Dumbass.
think God of War, you think Kratos, correct? When you think Metal Gear Solid, who do you think? You think Snake.
Right. No, right.
Right.
From Metal Gear.
You think Snake.
Made
But
her,
the thing is,
Gear Solid
when you play a Resident Evil game, who do you think? JJ, who do you think when you think Resident Evil?
Daddy Leon.
Devin, who do you think?
I mean, I think of Leon when I hear Resident Evil.
Okay. So
Leon's
okay,
big old
we're
biceps just give you a
we're
big
the
old
bad
hug.
examples because we all think of Leon Kennedy. But like, why was there the fry? You saw that, right?
Yeah.
So like, okay, we're bad examples because we all think Leon, but like there are people who like will think Chris
You say
Redfield.
Leon?
Leon. Oh my god. But there are people who think Chris Redfield. There are people who think Claire.
Claire,
People who
Jill.
think Jill.
But yeah, well, they've made so many games now, and like, I mean, all of the offshoots. I mean, like, you
There
have
are
the
different
fucking
main characters.
3DS games. Like, you have so many
Pong,
games.
bro, dude. Yeah.
One thing you have like, and then you have Ethan Winters was the main character
For
for two
Yeah,
games.
it could be a thing where like somebody's first Resident Evil was probably 7, and they say in Ethan Winters, yeah.
Yeah. So they
Oh,
don't know these characters. Hell, there's a new character, right? For Requiem that you play as, right? She's a totally new character, isn't she?
yeah,
So
yeah. She's just like she's the daughter of someone that was from Resident
so
Evil 2,
like
but yeah, new
it,
introduced.
you, for me, like to say you have to adapt one of the Resident Evil games, I don't think you need to. I think if you're able to just tell a good zombie story and it's using the Resident Evil lore, I think you can make it work. Now, obviously, that doesn't work for everything. That, like, you can't just make, like, you can't make a Sonic movie without Sonic. Just look at, or a show. Just look at the Knuckles show. That was a disaster. You
You
can't
could probably make
do
a
stuff.
Shadow movie just by itself, or
You
no
could
Shadow.
probably make a
movie.
Shadow, but I think Shadow's big enough that you can do that. Like,
Yeah, well, I think you can do it now only because like you have like the Sonic universe has
Mhm.
been built out. So now
That,
it's like you can do like the offshoots
that's
of
true.
like that.
But,
But I
like,
think if you were like first announcing like we have a Shadow the Hedgehog movie, people would be like, okay, but can we do Sonic first and then
yeah.
then do your extended Sonic MCU?
Yeah, but it works in that aspect. But like, yeah, but you can't do that. Like, you can't start off with Knuckles or Shadow because if you're doing Sonic, it has to be Sonic. If you're doing Mario, it has to be Mario. But if you're doing Resident Evil, like, where are you gonna
Yeah, because I mean, like if you start reading like all the files and all the Resident Evils, like there's all these stories and all this stuff like in the lore within there that you can like base your shit off of too.
hmm
So
But also the thing is too, like we had, we had the Paul W.S. Anderson movies that obviously didn't really adapt the games, but they use a lot of the shit from the games. Then we had that Welcome to Raccoon City movie that tried to like combine the first two games into one thing, and that was a shit show. Uh, we don't even talk about what was on Netflix, the show. Um, so it's just like, you know what, we've had all that stuff, or not had all that, but like we've had that. Like, yes, maybe he could have just like, I'm gonna adapt the first game. But it's like at that point it's like, okay, we're just rehashing this shit over and over and over. And
Yeah.
you know what? I also think he's probably the perfect director for a Resident Evil thing, because I was talking about this with my brother. Like he his style of like horror movie is weird and kind of goofy at the same time. Like you know, if you watch Barbarian and you watch Weapons, like those movies have some goofiness to them. And Resident Evil gets pretty goofy, you know. How many games do you punch boulders? You know, like yeah, like I think he's
Yeah,
perfect
or
for
you do like fucking backflips as
backflips and stuff. Yeah,
kicking a zombie's head off and doing a backflip.
yeah. So like I think he's kind of the perfect guy to like. Oh, he's gonna inject some goofiness into the horror elements of this. I think if he just makes a compelling story that's set in the universe of Resident Evil, it's gonna be good. We don't and obviously we've seen that stuff like that can work, where it's like we're not going to adapt a certain game. We're just going to make it set in the universe. Look at the Fallout show.
Yeah.
It's not it didn't adapt any of the games. It's like we're just going to set it in the universe, and it's very good. And we've
Yeah. And
seen
it's just gonna feel like a fall. Like
yeah,
you're gonna feel like it's like a new game or
yeah.
whatever. So yeah.
So
I think the Fallout example is the best example of like, yeah, like it's just gonna be in the universe and use the lore accurately and deal with it.
so yeah. I hope this ends up good, but we'll see what happens.
I think it will be good. Like I said, I'm not gonna go see it in theaters. But
I'm
I'll
gonna go see that shit day one, bro. Thursday night
I might
showing. Don't
actually
give
go
a fuck.
go
yeah,
see
but
it.
I mean, you're not inviting me. I mean, I definitely get. My wife doesn't want to go see a horror movie, so I mean, JJ doesn't invite me to anything, so
You know by me.
you don't invite me.
I don't do invites. Like,
Wow.
On Tuesday, I'm gonna go see Devil Wears Prada. You want to come down and see that?
I think I really want to watch it next weekend. I was supposed to watch it today, but we're gonna watch it next.
Yeah, we're gonna go on Tuesday.
All right. Let's talk about the next thing. The Steam controller. So Valve has come out and confirmed the price and the release date for their Steam controller. Uh, hopefully this means that the Steam machine's coming out soon, but nothing on that yet. So for the Steam controller, it's gonna be $99 fucking dollars, $100 for that ugly ass controller. And it's coming out tomorrow. Coming out tomorrow, as of this
I bought
recording, May
6.
4th. Hmm?
I bought 7. Is that okay? 6 or 7?
So yeah, if you're wanting a Steam controller soon, I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure it's going to connect to your PC, and you can play your Steam games with it and everything. So there's that. $100 starting tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think
Not bad.
yeah, I'm not into it at
Like,
all.
yeah, I mean, it's because it's just like I don't know. All it is a Steam Deck without the screen because it's got the touchpads
Yeah.
and it's got all the same like so it's just a Steam Deck, but they just ripped out the screen.
I mean,
Um,
if
which is
it
fine. But
if
yeah,
it
I mean,
if
like
it
I don't
if it
know,
gets lowered in price at some point, maybe.
but it's like if someone wants to use a controller, like the Xbox controller already connects to the
It's
PC, and
literally
it's
the
half
perfect
the
controller.
price.
Yeah.
It's half the price. Like, yeah, you don't get the touch pads, but I don't know. I feel like that's where a lot of people gravitate towards is just hooking up their Xbox controller.
I mean, again, the Xbox controller is the perfect controller. There's a reason Nintendo, basically with their new Pro controllers, just decided to go with that layout.
I mean, they had it. I mean, like I know the GameCube, like the C stick was not really like a thumbstick, but I mean they had it offset back in the day too. So like Nintendo knows what's up, at least for a little bit. The Wii U, it was for the Wii U, was it offset or no?
No, the Wii U was not
I
offset. It was like it was weird. Like like okay, so like obviously,
like the controller or the pad.
so
Like the pad.
their pad
No,
and
they're both even.
no,
They're
both.
both.
So let's just say
Yeah.
yeah, it was instead of these, you had two sticks and the buttons were right here, and then just think of that widened out.
Yeah, I wish I never would have bought a fucking Wii U. I fucking hate that thing.
The Wii U was cool, but like
It was fucking trash.
it wasn't that it was trash. It was just that it was an unnecessary like I I think that's my my only real gripe with Nintendo products. Like I don't care that they're not on the cutting edge of like graphics and everything because like if they just make the game look good enough and they just at least try to make it like run well enough, the games usually are pretty good. Like even with its
Mm.
like faults and like tech issues and everything, like I still enjoyed Pokemon Violet. Obviously, I still enjoyed Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom on the original Switch, even though they had their issues and everything with like some frame rates and only running at 30 frames and all that stuff. But yeah, that's never been an issue. It's my big issue with Nintendo is they always have to have these like, well, we tried the GameCube, it was just a thing. Let's do random shit all the time. Oh, here's a handheld. You know how you love the Game Boy and it was just a handheld like that. Well, we don't want to do that anymore. Here's a new handheld where it's dual screen. Oh, here's a fucking new console where it's all motion controllers. And like, oh, here's a new console where we have a second screen and all this stuff. Like, do we really need all that shit? Like, we don't.
No. I think the Switch is what they wanted the Wii U to be. They just didn't have the
Well,
technology.
I think the Wii U is just expanding on like a 3DS, but for console.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it was, but the thing is, like, for me, the reason I don't like that is because now we're getting to a point where, like, game preservation is, like, a big thing, obviously, with gamers. And, you know, you would like for, even if it's on a console that you can't play it on anymore, like, what's that game you're always talking
3D.
about
I
that
mean,
you
like
have?
like 3DS, like a shit ton of stuff on 3DS is like hard to play.
But like, it's not even that it's hard to play. Like, let's say you want to play, I don't know, A Link Between Worlds on the yeah, that's on the 3DS. Like, but you can't finding a cheap copy, a physical copy of that game is probably never going to happen. You can't download it anymore because they took off the their store for the eShop or whatever. So it's like, okay, the logical thing is release it on the Switch. Except that you can't do that because of the dual screen shit. Like, it makes it where it's like obviously the Wii games are going to be a little bit easier because they have the motion controls with the Switch, but like a lot of the 3DS stuff is unless they are gonna completely remake. Like, actually, I was talking about this with my brother. I would actually love complete remakes of those two DS games, the Zelda games. Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Those games would have to be completely remade because they use both screens, and they use the touchpad shit to for movement and everything. But it's like you're unless they completely remake those games, they can't just here's a DS online portion for our backwards compatibility stuff or whatever it is. I don't,
Yeah.
especially for a company like Nintendo that has been around in the video game
Well,
space for 40
and
plus years.
hates emulators too.
Mm-hmm. Like it's important to be able to like have backwards compatibility in some aspect. And actually, they've been a lot better than they were previously. Like I know people are like, I just want to buy certain games, this, and that. But it's like, at least they're still providing a way for us to play older games on the Switch. Yes, you have to subscribe to the Nintendo Switch Online and all that stuff, but at least they're giving us a way. Whereas like before the Wii, they didn't. If you didn't have their older systems, you weren't playing it. Like you weren't playing older games unless they were decided to like re-release it in some kind of like collection or something.
Collection.
I mean, because they did do that kind of stuff. Like, but they didn't do it like a lot of game companies do collections. It was more like, I mean, obviously there's there's like that Mario All Stars on the Super NES and a Kirby one too. But like let's say you didn't have a Nintendo 64 and you wanted to play Ocarina of Time or whatever. Like there was no real way unless you had that. Well, I guess there was two of them, right? Like those pre-order discs that had them.
Yeah, that's like really expensive as fuck right now, but
Yeah. So I don't know.
I think I thought they came out another for at least Ocarina of Time, right? I thought it came obviously 64, 3DS. I thought it came out on the Wii Virtual Console. You can't get that
Ocarina of
anymore.
Time. Yeah. I mean, no.
Yeah,
You could even play Ocarina of Time now. Through the
there's
GameCube
the
online and stuff.
The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Oh, Wind
In
Waker.
Japan, it included the GameCube bundles worldwide.
See oh man.
Besides, we're getting the fucking the supposedly rumored fucking remaster of Ocarina of Time. So
Remake. Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
yeah, the remake. The remake.
I would much prefer a re-release of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD.
They already re-released it on fucking
I
Wii U,
meant
bro.
on my Switch. I don't want to have to get a Wii U.
Boo-hoo. Here we go now. Nintendo fans always fucking wanting more, dude. Seriously.
Always wanting more. All right.
Speaking of Nintendo fans, they did shut down that YouTube channel that was making that national
Oh
Pokemon
my God,
style.
right? Yeah. They did National Geographic style. That's fucking pathetic.
Because the guy was making a Patreon and made a paywall for those Pokemon videos instead of making it free on YouTube. So that's when Nintendo toasted his fucking ass down because they're profiting on money like that. Bum bum bum.
To play devil's advocate, like no shit, dude. If you're trying to make money off of Nintendo stuff, like come on.
Like, dude, you're gonna make money passively, bro. Why are you like paywalling this shit, dude?
That was stupid on his end.
Greed.
Yeah, but his greed got shut down fucking hard on Nintendo's greed. Get the fuck out.
He got hit hard by the long dick of Nintendo. All right. Let's move to
Nintendo's
the
dick
next
is like dick from the boys, like one superhero. That's like that massive
that one
dick.
yeah. All right. Let's move to the next thing, and oh man, I love this one. I love this one just for.
I don't think you do.
Oh no, I really love this story. So. We're gonna talk about some political shit a little bit.
No, you're not.
Yes,
Who's poop?
Huh?
You said political shit, so I'm like, who poop? Are we talking about like Bernie Sanders poop?
So
Trump
I just
poop.
want to talk about this
Back
because
in the sun again.
I think this is just a fascinating like story.
Fascist.
So it was last week, right? Or whatever. I don't even. It might actually happen before we talked about before we recorded last week's podcast. I don't know. Recently, Trump there was like an assassination attempt on Trump. That's like his third one, right? Uh, you think third time's a charm? Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Anyways, the guy who the suspected shooter. We'll say that the suspected shooter. You have to say that. His name is what? Cole Thomas Allen. He has a video game on Steam, and it got review bombed. I looked it up. It's still up on Steam. You just can't buy it. It's called Boredom, spelled Bohrdom. Whatever. Now it's only got 2 user reviews, so I guess they took a bunch of reviews off.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So right about this game, this is technically a skill based. Okay, I think he messed that up. This is a technically skill based, non-violent, asymmetrical fighting game, loosely derived from a chemistry model that is itself loosely based on reality. I don't even know what the fuck that means. It looks. I don't know what this. I guess you play as like this. I don't know, like a cell or something, a fucking neutron or some shit. Yeah, you're just fighting other ones. Like you're like this little ball. I don't know. I just think it's a very interesting thing that we now have a piece of history that I don't know if Steam is ever going to get rid of it. That's like there, of like, oh hey, look, this guy tried to shoot the president. He has a video game on Steam.
Yeah, I mean they might. I mean, like obviously they took off the reviews, so and made it so they can't buy it. But so if you can't review it and can't buy it, I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's just there. I mean, it's just like a side note and an interesting fun fact.
No. Yeah, that's something that like. Obviously, I'm not gonna get into talking about the current president, but I just think it's, yeah, like the what's the word? The like, just the crossover, we'll say, I guess, of like the interesting crossover that like this person tried to kill the president of the United States, but he developed a game one time. He's like a teacher or something, right? Like I don't know.
Dude, he's like 31 or some shit, right? I think.
I think yeah. I didn't.
He's like, dude, he's like younger than me, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro.
He's younger than me.
If he's younger than JJ, he's definitely younger than you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're like 60, right? Oh.
Oh my god.
He's either 66 or 67
Oh my god.
or 69.
7.
Exactly.
Like I said, I want to. When I hit 69 years old, I'm gonna off myself.
On the 69th day of like,
when I turn
so you're
after
69, and then whatever 69 days past it is, then
I have to hit 69 days after. So
yeah,
I think it's in July or something. Or maybe June.
perfect.
Well, while you off yourself, you're in 69.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's talk about.
just just the image of you just like blowing your brains out, just like you're in the 69 position, and you're just like,
Did my pussy smell bad? Like, you're blowing your fucking
Damn.
head off.
All right. Let's talk about some more real world shit. That's crossed over with video games. Rapper, I'm assuming it's just David. Like it's spelled
Yeah.
D4VD. Whatever. Rapper David's cosmetics, right? He has.
Yeah, he has
cosmetics
two,
and
like
stuff.
a song and like a wallpaper and like emo.
So all the stuff that was that was associated with the rapper David in Fortnite is well, it's all gone. They took it off. I'm a little bit surprised that it took them this long. Um, to
I think
get
they had
rid
to
of
wait.
stuff.
Well, you can
I
ask
don't
for
know.
refunds. If you still have the emote, I think you still have it. You can request a
Yeah,
refund
it's
for it.
kind of fucked that like Fortnite is like you have to ask. I mean, like because they're helping people like
Well, some people
that
want to collect for collector shit, dude.
either collector or like that don't play the game and forgot that they've bought it. Like
Yeah, some people are like, oh,
like
I have
don't
an
use it.
but like, I know it's a terrible thing, but like, dude, I have an emote that will never ever come in the game again. So like, that just already makes the count
Yeah.
like
No,
fucking
no.
crazy.
So okay. Context for what's going on. So this the rapper David, real name David Anthony Burke, he was charged with killing a 14-year-old girl named Celeste Rivas Hernandez
Yeah,
last year.
he killed her with a knife to the neck and chainsawed her up, dude.
Yeah, the details of the shit is fucking crazy. Like when you really look at, she was
Dude,
14
he
years
should
old.
get the fucking
Apparently,
bro,
he
dude.
met her when she was like 11, and yeah, like she apparently supposedly threatened her, like like take him to the, go to the authorities about their relationship. This dude's 21, so like even if he met her when she was 11, she was 14 at the time.
Yeah,
That's
he was
3 years
18.
prior. He was
Yeah.
still way too old. Uh, so like yeah, this yeah
Dr. Disrespect over in the corner, like, let's hear him out.
I'm like, they're not trans, so whatever.
so yeah.
Yeah, well, he's
But
gonna
this
get
guy
the death
like
penalty, dude. And
yeah so the David items
better.
include what the feel it and trophy drop emotes and the what are you waiting for and locked and loaded jam tracks. So
That's on Invincible. So you guys listen to Invincible, dude. Later, find us up, man.
yeah. So again, I just think it's weird that it's taken this
I
long.
imagine
It's weird,
Invincible will
weird.
probably be fucking changing
Yeah.
the song that's used in there at some point.
But again,
It's just
I just
empty.
think
It's
it's
just
weird that it took so
silent.
long for them to like take any action because he wasn't arrested until recently, but like he was always a person of interest at least since last year. So
Proven
like
to
Yeah, but I
was
think
it proven instance, right? So
yeah, it's like yeah, innocent until like proven guilty. Like like we'll wait till the investigation
yeah,
is done.
but like the
dude, none of his
detail.
shit was on sale though. It doesn't matter. Like none of that shit was on the shop at all. So
Yeah,
like
but
you want to just rip all those
you
things
would
out of
think.
people's
But the
accounts?
thing
You know how
is,
backlash for that shit? For like, oh, I kept this shit because I knew something was gonna be crazy.
but
You had to sing.
here's my thing. We've seen people like they have things like who is that? There's like a YouTuber, right? He made comments that people didn't like, so they took his shit off of Call of Duty. I don't remember the guy.
Tin
Um,
Tan Man. Oh, Nick Merckx and Tin Tan Man.
yeah.
No, Tin Tan Man left because his buddy Nick Merckx
So there
left.
was that. He just made comments that people didn't like. I understand that he wasn't arrested and all the stuff for murder, but the thing is, it's not like oh she was found dead and then like oh he
Yeah,
was
but
just like
like
she was found in his fucking car like
I know.
like
But the thing is, it's like
it was
when you
so
make
like
I know, but like when you make comments, like you like it's already like if he would have come out and probably been like, yeah, like I did it, then it. But like 'cause the thing is, like the comments, like you've already admitted your guilt, like like you already said like whatever you said. You're like, I don't know, like if you were like, I'm just staring at like a Pepsi bottle over here. If you're like, ah, dude, fucking Pepsi's terrible, and then Pepsi drops you as a
Sorry,
sponsorship, it's like, well, why'd you do that? It's like,
I'll be right back. Give me a
well,
second. Sorry.
yeah.
like the proof was in like the pudding, essentially. Like you said it, so like, yeah, it was in his car, but I mean, like, I don't know. If you're a famous musician, you could be like, I don't know, like my fucking assistant takes my car and does shit. Like, like they go out and they take my car and go pick up my groceries. Like I didn't like I wasn't in town or like, there could be like a ton of excuses as to why.
But I'm just saying for me
I know. I
when it
I think
comes to
they could have
companies
done what
like
they're doing now earlier.
yeah, because companies are always so quick to be like, well, we can't be associated with whatever's going on, so we're cutting ties. For them to like murder's pretty fucking serious. For
Yeah.
them to like just be like, well, we're gonna drag our feet on it and all this stuff. Oh, you know what? And it was apparently from fan backlash, right? People were like hey, get rid of this shit. Like, come on. I mean, they were so quick to once that emote or whatever for Peacekeeper was like, oh, once they found out they're on a Nazi planet, they're like, oh, we got to change that emote for Peacemaker, right? They were super
Yeah.
quick to do that, and that's a show. Like, it's just a show. Like, I don't know. To me, it's just a little weird because I'm very used to seeing, or we all should be used to seeing, like, even just like implications of stuff. Even just like, I get,
Because of the
yeah,
implication.
because of the implications. Because of the implications. Like, the thing is, yes, like what JJ said, like, innocent until proven guilty. But, like, this, have we not been on the internet? Like, that is not the case. There is no innocent until proven guilty on the internet. Once something is like seems like you did it, or somebody comes out and says you did it, or whatever it is, you're now just guilty. So for like a chopped up dead body to be found in his vehicle, like the internet's gonna be like, dude, he fucking did it. Like he
Yeah.
fucking did it. So for them to just take as long as they did, it's just a little surprising to me. That's it. Like, I mean,
I
I automatically thought he did it.
agree.
Like, all the evidence looked like it. But
Yeah.
obviously, there's a legal process for it and everything. But that's a legal process. Like, this is, again, the court of opinion on the internet is a very harsh bitch. I mean, I still see people who talk so much shit about Johnny Depp when it comes to Amber Heard, and I think we all know, you know, he wasn't innocent, but he clearly wasn't the biggest aggressor in that thing. So, all right, that's gonna do it though for those types of stories. Let's uh, let's talk about some GTA 6 because recently Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take Two, has come out and said that the price of GTA 6 is being carefully considered, and that Rockstar is focused on quote unquote making the most spectacular piece of entertainment on earth. So the price of GTA 6 is back in the fucking, the conversation is back in the news, and I'm just like, why? Why can't you just be like, no, no, it's just $70. Don't worry about it. Fuck, even if it's gonna be 80, just come out and say it. Like, because obviously we've had all that, like, you know, analysts coming out and be like, it may be $100, and if they charge $100, it makes sense. They might charge $100, and this just makes me look at it, and I'm like, are they gonna charge $100 for GTA 6?
Probably. I mean, like they're just teasing us right now, man. Just tease us. Just give us, just insert the whole thing and just tell us how much the price is gonna be, so we can just focus on that. Like, just fucking tell us. Like, you guys have done the research. Like, this game is coming out soon. You guys know. Just fucking get it over with. Put it in. Just tell us how much it is. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm just tired of like having to talk about like GTA and the price. Just tell us how much it is. Like, everyone's gonna buy it. Like, price at $100. Just fuck it. Who cares? Like.
But yeah, I mean, I'll buy it. Obviously, like I'm gonna play it. It's GTA, but like, man, like this whole price thing is getting very just like we don't need to keep this up. Just when it comes out, they're gonna announce a price, or if they are thinking of doing that, just you know what, just fucking do it and rip the band-aid off now. If they're like, well, maybe we
That's
might
what I'm saying.
actually
Just
do a
rip
hundred
the
dollars.
Band-Aid out. Let's just get it over with. Just fucking quit slapping your dick around the outside of our mouths and just slap it all the way in. Just tell us how much it's gonna cost.
But yeah,
Just give us the full tip. Give us the full load.
well, we'll find out when as we draw closer to whenever that game decides it's actually gonna come out. Because
I truly believe it's coming out this year. So
So you don't
I'll be
think they're gonna?
shocked. I'll be shocked if it gets delayed again.
So you think that this is the because what?
Yeah, it's followed along like the normal Rockstar delay timeline, so I would be shocked.
It's set to come
Like
out
dating back to like Red Dead,
November 19th.
dating back to like the original Red Dead, like it's followed like the delays of like then like Red Dead 2 to have the same delays and GTA 5 had like
Yeah,
the same delays too. So because I remember it was funny, like because Red Dead was like supposedly supposed to be coming out soon. Like GameStop, we were sent like polos and they had printed on them like
the
coming
actual
out,
release date. Yeah.
and then it was like and they got delayed, and so then we have Red Dead. We're wearing Red Dead shirts for them to pre-order. They're like, oh, so it comes out then? We're like, actually, it just got delayed. They're like, well, why did Rockstar send you guys those shirts? I'm like,
Because Rockstar are a bunch of idiots. No,
fuck if I know. Like,
they were confident and then they weren't.
yeah. So I would be shocked if it doesn't come out this year.
Okay. Uh, so there are now rumors again. I think we've talked about rumors before about Injustice 3, but there's now rumors circling about that Injustice 3 is in development. As per an artist's resume, um, so it was reported by MP First that yeah, this game's currently in development. Obviously, we don't really have a lot of information. Um, and when did the last one come out too?
It's fucking a long time. It came out in the 360 PS3 era,
Did
so
it really?
pretty sure. Or like it was released on both at the same time, but I'm like,
Okay, so no. Injustice 2 came out in 2017. That's
oh really?
after, yeah.
Oh, I thought. Never. Yeah, I guess I'm thinking.
The
I
first one
just
definitely, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, 2017. So it's. I mean, it'll be over a decade since we got because it's like for sure it's not coming out next year. So
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I really hope this actually turns out to be true because, yeah, fucking almost 10 years since
I
the
love the
last game.
story of the Injustice games. Like they're fun.
I mean, I
So
like the story too, but yeah, I just love because I'm a bigger fan of the Mortal Kombat series over Street Fighter. So like, as much as I like there's obviously like the uh, Marvel versus Capcom games or whatever. So if you want your Marvel fighter, well, I guess now we're gonna get Marvel Tokone or whatever. Um, obviously there's always been that, but like I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy, and they have developed their games to be better fighters. Uh, over the course of that series lifetime, compared to the original games, which were just clearly a little bit more bare bones, but it focused on the fatalities. So they've developed their games to just be a lot better when it comes to combos and everything, and that translates really well with what they did with Injustice, because obviously you're not going to really have fatalities and everything in that game, because there's a reason why the Mortal Kombat versus DC was a neutered down Mortal Kombat game basically.
yeah,
But I mean, yeah, the Injustice games play like they're great. They're fucking great. Like I love them. Uh, and yeah, the story's really good, and I think it's the best. Like to me, Injustice is probably. I know this is definitely not a popular opinion, but I think the Injustice fighting games are probably the best fighting games out there, even better than Mortal Kombat because like I think when it comes to Mortal Kombat, they focus on the fighting, but they also focus on the fatalities and everything. Whereas when it comes to the Injustice games, they just completely focus on the fighting. So it's everything has to be tweaked perfectly, or not perfectly, but near perfectly. So
yeah,
obviously, too, being able to play as DC superheroes and villains is always going to be a plus, but yeah. So I don't know. I hope this turns out to be true because yeah. I
Because how many Mortal Kombat games have we gotten in between Injustice?
let me
Two or three?
look it up. So if I go to Injustice 2, obviously NetherRealm Studios is one. So we had Injustice 2. Well, only two Mortal Kombat games. Mortal
Okay.
Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, I guess
Okay.
Mortal Kombat Onslaught, but that's one of those like phone games that are just, you know,
Yeah, I'm just talking, yeah, more of the main line.
yeah. So like, yeah, Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1 are the two games released in between Injustice.
Yeah, it's like yeah, like I don't know. I feel like we should be getting I don't know.
Well, I liked what they seemed like they were gonna be doing
It's like swapping, go back and
because yeah,
forth.
we had Mortal
Hell
Kombat
yeah.
9,
Hell yeah.
and then we had in the first Injustice, and then after that one we had Mortal Kombat X. Then we had
Yeah,
Injustice 2. Then we had Mortal Kombat 11, but then we didn't have anything until 3 years ago
when they
with Mortal Kombat
rebooted it.
1.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like shit, we haven't had a release in again almost 10 years for the Injustice games, and 3 years since their last game, which was Mortal Kombat 1. So
Give us Injustice or I'll fucking fight somebody.
yeah, exactly.
Preferably smaller than me.
Eh, that should be easy.
No, well, we could. I don't know if you guys somebody said it, but like, James Gunn wants to do stuff with video game stuff, part of the universe. So you could maybe do us like a weird thing with that.
Honestly, I would love for Injustice to be adapted into like an actual show. I know they had that animated movie, but I think Injustice could be a
You want a
show.
live action. You want a live action show, even though DC cartoons are fucking like 1,000 times better. Right. Let me guess. You want CW to do it, right?
No.
Hmm.
Wow. All right.
I mean, I know Peacemaker. I that's the thing is too. I love that Peacemaker is in Mortal Kombat, but I was like, I didn't want to have to like pay extra for him. Now it seems petty, but he fits in there. But yeah, like I don't know if they do another Injustice. Like I hope Peacemaker is in there.
I mean, like they do another Injustice. Like Peacemaker's now become popular enough that like he's like the, right.
Eagly's gonna be in there, just fucking eagling shit up.
But the
Like,
thing is, like the Peacemaker character is now kind of a popular enough character that they're doing like right now DC's doing the Absolute Universe, which
yeah,
is fucking very good. I've been reading the Absolute Batman um, comics. They're very good. That Absolute Universe is awesome. But they made like the Peacemaker, not the Peacemaker character, but they're called the Peacemakers. They're like prevalent characters, like a faction or whatever in the Absolute Superman uh, comic books. So like yeah, they've now gained some. I mean, that's the James Gunn effect, I guess. Like obviously before he, before the MCU, did you ever hear about the Guardians of the Galaxy? Like me, I'm a nerd. I knew about them, the old ones. But like, yeah, you're not gonna get a lot of people. Like, but the thing is, actually, like Peacemaker, I actually didn't know about until James Gunn brought him out. So like, that was a good pull on his end because the Peacemaker character is a good enough character like to have as a you know if you want your what's the word like well I mean Peacemaker or Red Hood if you want your Punisher style DC character. But yeah, so he will definitely be in an Injustice 3. That there's no doubt about that. They'll probably do the thing too, where it's like, oh, here's like Peacemaker, and then a DLC like costume skin or whatever for him, where it's the John Cena version. So I want to
Yeah.
say they did. I want to say they did that in Injustice as well, right? Or no, it was Mortal Kombat 1. They like made some characters look like. Oh wait, was it Injustice 2, where they made some of the characters look like live action counterpart? Oh no, they did that with Green Arrow, right? And it was
I
even
think
he was
so.
even voiced by Stephen Amell when you use that particular skin. All right, let's go ahead and talk about GameStop then. You mentioned it earlier, so let's talk about them for a bit. GameStop is preparing an offer to buy eBay. Uh, looks like
Took
they're
another
gonna.
weird flex, but I
Yeah, I know. They're preparing an offer of $56 billion. That's $125 a share to buy the website. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen talked about it. Said eBay should be worth and will be worth a lot more money. I'm thinking about turning eBay into something worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Um, yeah. So GameStop is looking to buy eBay, and
How does GameStop have $56 billion?
uh, so it looks like they're getting help from TD Bank to cover around 20 billion in debt financing to help make the deal possible. I don't really know what that means exactly, but yeah. So
sounds like they're borrowing money that they don't
yeah,
have.
I think that's what it is. They're just borrowing money from TD Bank, and
Yeah.
Trust you, bank. Like, doesn't matter if you fucking get it or not. We're buying your ass. We own your ass.
Yeah, I mean, I got a fucking idea. Like, I'm gonna buy an NBA franchise. Just loan me a couple $1 billion. It'll be worth more in 5 years anyway. Then we'll sell it.
Amen, brother.
I,
Amen, brother.
I'm just more on the whole like why buy eBay? Like
Probably just I mean, it's just because I mean, it's something that like I think especially now it probably goes along with their
Like retro.
like retro and just like how like they send cards with PSA to PSA for grading. Just how like card sales are really like a thing. Like PSA, you could like PSA has like their own eBay, like they're an eBay seller. You can just buy cards from PSA on eBay. Like you bid on them and shit, or you buy now. Um, but you can just go there and buy that stuff. Like there'll be, I'm sure, a GameStop where you can just buy cards from GameStop on eBay. Like there'll be graded cards and like you can bid on them. And I think that's probably like what they want as a bidding platform so they can make more money. Because like I don't know.
No,
Because imagine if GameStop tried to like roll out on their website, oh, you can bid for this Gem Mint 10 Charizard. People be like, what the fuck is this? Like they would
hmm,
get now if GameStop has all these they'll list Charizards on eBay, and it's like that's the normal culture on there is to bid on them. Then they'll get more money out of it. So I don't know. I think maybe that's part of it, but
yeah,
the thing for me, I'm just
that
like
makes sense to me.
I mean, it makes sense, but the thing for me is just like GameStop as a company has been just
dude, imagine if you could just go into a GameStop and they have like a tablet there, you can just fucking place bids on shit on eBay, just in the
it's not
store.
even rare. But for me, a lot like GameStop has been
Well, I lost my house. See ya.
like
Fucking walk
they've
out.
been struggling for so long, or not so long, but like they've been struggling for a while because obviously with the rise of digital and everything, like physical sales of video games are not as prevalent as they used to be. So obviously you saw like I'm pretty sure you guys saw it in real time too when you worked there, like the pivot to more toys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
And pretty much
collectibles.
as I was leaving is when like toys like
I
were
was already getting
starting
hella
to
pop figure, bro. Hella pop figures.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's why they're jumping on the fucking ship, jumping on like the bandwagon of fucking just going just full retro gaming store.
Yeah,
Still,
full retro gaming, cards, like stuff that like is still like mainly physical. Like people are gonna want like yeah, you can have like digital Pokemon cards, but for the most part, people are gonna want physical cards. So I think that's why they're trying to like dive really hard into that avenue of like we're gonna sell sports cards. Like you want to come buy your cards and you can do your card rips here, stuff like that. Um, yeah, I don't know.
hmm
Yeah. So yeah, we may be possibly getting. I mean, what do you think is likely? You think eBay just goes ahead and like, yeah, go ahead, buy us?
I don't know. That's the thing is it's like it's weird. You don't really know like the current shareholders at the time. Are they just like looking for a payday and they're just like, yeah, fuck it. Like, they're close to retirement and they're just like, yeah, we'll take a fucking payday.
Yeah,
It's like you just
but
don't know. Like that's the thing. I was like the shareholders could be like, yeah, fuck it. Like who cares? Like, you know, we got our nut,
yeah,
so
exactly.
see you later. It's just like I just don't know. I mean, like I'd say it's fucking 50-50 at this point.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, so you never know. We may be looking at a world where GameStop owns eBay. So,
Which is kind of hilarious because they sold so much stuff from GameStop on eBay and now
oh my God, that's right. Yeah. Somehow you were always still working for GameStop. All right. So let's talk about some one more rumored game. Oh shit, what is going on here? It is just sending me to a army website. We got one rumor
you
of
you
two games
enlisting
coming
your
out.
brother in the army.
No, anyways. So we got rumors for Halo 2 and 3 to be remade in the Unreal Engine, obviously. Basically, like they have already announced with Halo Campaign Evolved. This is from Rebs Gaming, who's leaked stuff before with Halo. Saying, yeah, that Halo 2 and 3 are in the pipeline to be remade. Um, and they'll
So you're
release
saying,
no matter the success of Halo 1 remake. And yeah.
so you're saying 343 that remade the original stuff, are redoing it again?
What do
Like,
you
what are
mean?
they fucking doing at that company, bro? Like, you know what? We already redid Halo 2 and the Master Chief Collection. Let's do it again.
So,
Fuck it, let's do it again.
for me, the thing that I'm just like, look, I'm not looking forward to a Halo 2 and 3 remakes. Like, I'm just not. And it's not
I'm
because,
looking
like,
for 3, but 2 again. Like, dude, we had 2
well, no.
already,
But the
bro.
thing is, look, obviously they're doing this because they're going to add, like, sprint and stuff like that. They're going to make it more modern. That's what they're going to do. Like, what they're doing with Halo Campaign Evolved. But the thing is, like, for me, the reason I'm just, like, I'm not as big on that kind of stuff. I'm not like other people who are like, oh, you don't need to remake these games. They're already perfect as is or whatever it is. The thing is, for me, it's it goes to what you were saying with like what are they doing over there? And it's like they're spinning their wheels because they're too busy listening to the fan base that doesn't even know what the fuck they actually want. Because when they took over, their first game was Halo 4, which to me had the best campaign of any Halo game. It focused on Master Chief as a character and his relationship with Cortana. And as cool as the other games were, Halo 1, 2, 3, and even Reach, they were basic sci fi fight the alien stories. Reach was a little bit more than that, but in the end, what was special about the stories for Halo 1, 2, and 3? Like, they're nothing. I'm sorry. And I may, you know, that's
If I
probably
had
some,
my buddy in here, my ultimatism dude, he would literally sweep you off the floor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
but no. And look, as much as I love the Gears of War games, if you those stories are like basic, like oh they're fighting an alien race kind of thing. The thing that separates the Gears of War games for me as a story is the characters.
It's Coltrane.
Huh?
Coltrane.
Well, no, but you're making a joke. But the thing is,
Just
it
Coltrane.
is.
Just Coltrane.
Anyways, you're making the joke.
Yeah,
but
but
the
better
thing
than
is,
fucking Judgment.
it is.
But they try to make it one character.
It's the characters. It's the characters that make those games. That's why people don't resonate with Gears 4 and 5 as much, and why people are way more excited for Gears of War E-Day than they ever were for 4 and 5, because they want to play as Marcus and Dom. Like, that's all they want to do. They just want to play as those characters. And so when they go and they make a game where you're playing as Master Chief, but they focus on the character, like, people focused on the wrong things about how it didn't play like this, it didn't play like that. Or not people, I mean 343. They focused on what people were complaining about and took that as like, well, they just don't like the game, period. But it's like, no, maybe people didn't like the story, whatever it is, but like the biggest complaints were like, it tried to be like Call of Duty with, you know, loadouts and kill streaks and stuff. But, you know, they took that and just said, okay, we got to pivot. And so they, with Halo 5, they did a pivot. It didn't work. And they took that as like, oh, people don't like this at all. Completely pivot again. And they made Halo Infinite more like old Halos. And even looks like an old Halo game in like the art style, which I didn't like, because I actually liked the art style of Halo 4 way better than any of the Halo games. And then people didn't like that either, because they didn't stick to their guns. They didn't try to stick with like, okay, we're just going to go this way and that's it. They were like, okay, here. So now they're like, okay, well, we'll just remake Halo 1. And they don't know what the fuck they're doing, because they're listening to a fan base that they're never going to satisfy. And so they're trying to do everything they can to try and satisfy that fan base, when in reality what they should have just been doing was what they started with Halo 4, and like, okay, here's the story we're going to tell, and it's going to be a more personal story. Maybe change the gameplay, yeah, but it's going to be the personal story of Master Chief, and that's it. But they didn't do that. They tried to pivot, and now they're just, they don't know what to. It's all scattershot now, because they're trying to win back the fan base. That's why they did this whole, oh, it's Halo Studios now, we're gonna do this and this and that. When it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the Halo, like, I don't know, fan base hates Halo, like, in a weird way.
Look, the thing that I'm just like, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Because they would have never been happy if Halo would have continued regardless. Because one of the big things is like, oh, Bungie should have just always been making the Halo games. But, like, nobody likes what Bungie's making now. So, like, what, you know, do you think they're going to really, like, they obviously didn't want to keep making Halo games. They wanted to make their own stuff. So if you're getting these people who, like, they're stuck making Halo, you're probably not going to get the best out of them, because they're stuck making Halo. Unless it's, you know,
Look at 343, they wanted to do it, and here they are.
But that's what I'm saying. 343 Studios was made specifically for Halo. So, like, it's not like with Bungie where it's like, oh, you join Bungie, like, you can make whatever you're going to make. You're joining 343 Studios, you know what you're getting into. You're there to make Halo. And so, like, yeah, let them do what they're going to do. Like, criticize what should be criticized. Like, again, I think Halo 4 was their best story. Was the best story for any Halo game. But they should not have tried to make it play like Call of Duty. They just shouldn't have tried to do that. Halo is a different style of shooter. It's not Call of Duty. You don't need to chase the Call of Duty stuff.
Yeah, they took the wrong, like they learned the wrong lesson from like the story. The way they took the story was fine, but then they were like, oh, they were like, oh, people just hated everything about the game. It's like, well, there could still you could still find like nuggets of gold within a pile of dog shit.
Yeah, that's why. Like, and I think the thing is too, like with Halo 5, they still use some of their story, but like you could tell that they were like, okay, well, we can't do everything we wanted to do, so we're gonna introduce like a new character, and we're gonna do this because they probably were like, okay, well, what if we do this? And then they obviously what they fucked up was they clearly changed some of the shit with the story. That's why not the didact. No, it was the didact, right? In Halo 4.
I don't know.
I think that was the name of the character. Like he's not in Halo 5 when I don't think his character was killed off in 4. I think he gets killed off like in a book or something. So they had a
book?
pivot. Huh? Yeah, exactly. They had a pivot where like okay,
That's something they use for the fucking show.
yeah. Like
That's
they had
terrible.
a pivot. They had a pivot where like, okay, nobody liked this character, nobody liked this, nobody. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do something different. Whereas they should have just kept that story. And I think Halo 5 played really well. It had a really good multiplayer, but because they clearly shifted some things around story wise, they then ended up taking that as like, oh, everyone just hates the game in totality. So that's why Halo Infinite just basically is like, oh, you're back on a ring, and you're just in Halo, and that's it. And like
I think he's really watering the fuck down of it. But yeah, sure.
it's watered down, but like that's like I'm hitting bullet points of what it was. Like they were
That's just
trying to
like
take
describe a video game in the worst possible way, kind of shit. That's what.
the
Via
Halo Infinite.
Pinata is the goat. Done. Like that's it.
You talking about
That's
Halo
pretty simple.
Infinite,
I don't think.
dude?
Halo Infinite,
Halo
dude, it's just like
Infinite, like
title
no,
Halo 4
Halo
has story
Infinite.
ranking with
Look,
strong character arcs and cinematic moments, dude. Like, just
but
type
I'm
the shit into
saying,
fucking AI, bro, and fucking tell you the
I'm
answer,
telling
bro.
you,
That's literally what it is.
Halo Infinite is like if somebody said, "Well, what do people like about Halo?" If like I had my dad look at the Halo games and said, "Okay, tell me what you take from that." Oh well, there was this, and that. Okay, that's what we're gonna put in the game. Like they just took like the bare bones shit that people were like, "Oh, this is what they like about Halo," and that's it. Like, oh, they like to be on the Halo, and they like this kind of environment, and this, and this, and that, and they still try to do that. But like, they completely abandoned their storyline, where they clearly wanted Cortana to be the new villain, at least for a while, and like, well, we have this, the Banished or whatever. I think that's what they're called, right? But they're essentially just the Covenant. So it's like
Yeah.
they just were like, we're going back to the Covenant. They took out the Prometheans. You don't. I don't. There's no Promethean weapons, right? In Halo Infinite, like they took out everything that they were doing and just put in like shells of what was in the previous Halo trilogy because they pivoted to like, well, no, this is what people want in Halo games. Like, so again, I just think they're just trying to do whatever they can to to win back that fan base, but I just don't think it's the same thing with like Gears with the same fucking publisher, Xbox stuff. Devin, you're obviously a Gears fan just like me. Do you love Gears of War 4 and 5?
Uh, I don't know if I love them, but I really like them.
Okay. I love Gears 4 and 5 still. I do. I think Gears 5 is the best feeling game that we've had in the Gears franchise. The story maybe kind of it's a little bit crap. I don't like the Kate character, but that's a whole other thing. Um, I just think she's poorly written. I I would have much preferred that JD was the main character. Obviously, that gives you your lineage and stuff to continue. But I like those games. But there are a lot of Gears fans who do not like Gears 4 and 5 and say
We
those,
said like, do you love them? You just said I like those
or
games.
I love them. I love those games because they still play like Gears, but they made
I know,
improvements.
I know.
Like they
Like,
made
yeah, like
improvements.
I don't know. I guess because like I feel like I love. It's like I can only pick one that I love, so it's like Gears 3. But
Okay.
yeah, like
Would you say
do I
okay?
really? In,
Is a better question? Would you say Gears 4 and 5 ruined the series?
no, no.
Exactly. But there is a very healthy subset of people that say,
They those people ain't healthy.
well, yeah, that say Gears
There's
4 and
something
5
wrong with
ruined
them,
the
right?
series. And that's because, first of all, it's not from Epic Games. A lot of people are like, Coalition, they say Coalition ruined Gears. So it's about who developed the games. It's
Yeah,
not even
even though
about
like
like, yeah.
fucking Rod Ferguson came back and helped finish 5, who was
And a lot of people
instrumental.
left Epic Games to join Coalition to
Exactly.
help
And
with,
then like yeah, like Rod Ferguson specifically like helped 5 on 5. So it's just like
which again, to go with the Halo stuff, a lot of people left Bungie to join 343
yeah.
to keep working on Halo. So it's like it's just the name of the developer that people don't like. Yes, you can criticize some of the stuff that they did with the games, even with the Gears games and like that. Whatever. Like maybe there's some stuff you're like, yeah, I wish they didn't do this. But to just be like this series is ruined, the way people
Yeah.
are going about it, tells the developer that they're not doing anything right at all. And so then you get this, where they're like, okay, well, what if we do this instead? Okay, now what if we do this instead? Okay, now how about we just remake these games and this and that? Like it's just they're specifically with 343 slash Halo Studios. They're spinning their wheels because they clearly have no fucking clue what to do because they're not getting any like positive feedback. It's all just you're ruining the games. So that's my piece on it.
Other than that, you have no thoughts.
Other than that, I have no thoughts. That's what. Like, look. The thing is, like, to go back to the Gears, I'm excited about Gears War E-Day. I'm very much looking forward to it. I would have preferred that they went with Gears War 6 instead. Finish the
Yeah.
fucking story, because now I don't know. Like, we may never. They may be like, no, we're gonna pivot away from that. We're gonna just basically, like, never finish that story out. And that's because they're taking away the wrong things that people just don't like the games and this and that. And so they're like, okay, well, no. What did people like about Gears of War? Oh, well, they liked Marcus and Dom, and they liked the Locust. Like, yeah, they're taking the wrong things and just trying to like go back, and yeah. So, all right, let's talk about
Because
some.
back then it was good day, bro. Back then was good days, good games, shit like that. We had fun with that shit.
But again,
When they kick ass.
do you think Gears of War 4 and 5 are bad games?
I don't play them. I don't give a fuck.
They're not bad games, and like I said, I think specifically Gears 5 is the best feeling Gears game. It's not the best
Well,
Gears game.
no shit, because it's the newest shit, dude.
No,
It's
but
like, oh,
no, it's
of course, Gears Three
improvements.
is gonna be,
No,
Gears
dude,
Five is gonna be way better than Gears One.
it's
No
improvements
shot,
that they
dude.
made. It's improvements that they made with little things. Being able to like jump over the what do you call it, like mantle cover, the cover and all that stuff, so you can
Yes, a
get
lot
into
of
the fights a little
quality
bit.
life.
Being
Yep,
able to
yep,
just
quality life.
melee when you have the lancer out instead of it automatically going to the chainsaw. So like you you can
But would you say like, but JJ, to that point, like, would you ever like, I don't know. I feel like certain Call of Duties like don't play as good. I like, is the newest Call of Duty the best playing Call of Duty?
Like, if it's say technically feeling, yes. Like the movement, good. Shooting, good. Yeah. That's like the dumbest shit. Like, obviously, I still like the older COD games just because maybe the nostalgia version obviously is key to these kind of points. Um, but I want to say like what I had more fun with Black Ops 3 with at least the movement speed, like that gameplay style, I guess. No, that's not contradicts me, but like then I feel like the newest should always be the better feeling, especially with quality of life stuff. Like if they had mantle covering and shit like that, a melee thing on Gears 3, and they did it for Gears 5, you still think Gears 3 is a better game in overall story and everything.
Well, so like, if they, let's say they did a complete remake, not like how they did with like Gears of War Reloaded, where they're like, you know what, we're remaking those games like the trilogy, but they're gonna play like Gears 5, like, then yes, at that point I'd be like, Gears 3 is like, I already think Gears 3 is the best
Yeah,
game in the series,
if they
but I
had the
would be like,
Gears
Gears
5
3 is
stuff,
even
more
that
stuff,
much
then yeah,
better.
it'll be fine.
Because again, it's some of the quality of life stuff that, like, being able to mantle over cover by just, you know, tapping the melee button, being able to melee, you know.
Especially with the Bloodborne Dark Souls 3. Everything was built on the Bloodborne shit, and we love Dark Souls 3 a lot better because it's again got everything from Bloodborne, quality of life stuff.
Yeah,
Boom.
quality of life stuff helps a lot. And you know, they were trying to do that with Halo. Maybe they made some, they stumbled along the way with some stuff, but like, again, too, the thing is, like, I've never seen an issue with aim down sights and sprint in Halo. Like, I don't understand how that's such, like, those are such dirty words to have in the games. Oh, aim down sights, sprint in Halo. Like,
The only aim down sight was what fucking the VR
yeah,
sniper.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just back then we had games like Quake and Doom. You know, like those like the arena stuff. So I don't know. Maybe because I'm just used to playing the games like us playing those shooters. It's like adding a sprint to Halo. Just, who gives a fuck? You know, but obviously they'll players do. But like to keep the roots to it. But
but I don't know.
I don't know,
Look,
man.
the
Like
thing
I
is,
never once complained about Halo adding that or whatever. I'm like,
there's
oh,
a
cool,
lot of
it's
people
sprint,
who
whatever.
complain about, like, Halo adding sprint. And as
I
someone
know that's
who's
what I said. Like it
literally
always should be.
played the games since the beginning, like,
I think we all have it, yes.
yeah, like, I've literally played the game. Like, I remember me and my brothers, my family bought us a fucking Xbox, original Xbox, and Halo was one of the games. When we had friends over, we all played the multiplayer, you know, four player split screen and shit. Same thing with Halo 2. And I had Halo 3 on midnight launch. Halo 3 ODST I played on midnight launch. Halo Reach I played on midnight launch. I think I actually played Halo 4 too, midnight launch. So yeah, I have a long history with Halo. I've been there since the beginning. Those old games.
I got my ODST like 2 fucking weeks before it actually released, but yeah.
So I got a regular copy of Halo 3 ODST, but my cousin, he got the, like, special edition that came with the controller or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, as someone who's played those games, I'm sorry, those older games are not that good when you go back to them. They are very slow. They're sluggish. They're a little bit clunky, except for Halo 3. They just don't feel as good. Halo 4 tried to, like, make it play a little bit more smoothly, but that one was still a little bit clunky too. Halo 5 and Halo Infinite are probably the best feeling games because they made it smoother and it's a little bit quicker. And I don't see the issue with them doing that. With them, like, let's make these games a little bit quicker. Let's make them a little bit more snappier. Like, they don't need to make it twitchy like Call of Duty, but just make it a little bit quicker. I don't want to feel like I'm fucking walking a map at the slowest pace possible, which I felt like in Halo, in the first 3 Halo games. And like I said, I played a lot of Halo 3. I played a lot of Halo 3 online.
I think we all have too as well.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. This fascination, this love affair that people have with those old Halo games will always. It's just, I don't understand it because,
Yeah.
like, I'm not.
I
saying
don't
they're
know why
bad
you don't
games.
understand, because you're old as shit, so you should like love the nostalgia shit like really bad. You know, like imagine popping your Mega Man game for the,
But, like,
you know,
here's the
just
thing. There's a reason I like the Mega Man X games over the original Mega Man games. Because as much as I love Mega Man, those original Mega Man games are kind of clunky. They're not as polished or smooth as the Mega Man X games. The Mega Man X games play smoother, they're quicker, and they're snappier. And the wall jumping is such a better thing, like such a better addition, or just such a good addition or whatever to the series over the original Mega Man games. I like the Mega Man games, but like they're not these like the reason I think the Mega Man games are better platformers to me than Mario games is specifically because of the Mega Man X series. Well, first 4 or 5 games. Not because the original Mega Man games, because those games are not. They're with a formula that doesn't work nowadays, where like you have to be very precise with your jumping, and you know the difficulty can be a little bit stupid and unfair because it's a little slower, and so it doesn't work as well. Whereas the Mega Man X games, the Mega Man Zero games, the ZX games they're quicker. It's more akin to like Sonic than Mario. So, which makes sense because I'm a bigger Sonic fan than a Mario fan. Obviously, specifically the 2D games for Sonic. Well, I mean, obviously I like, or I'm a huge Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 fan. So, yeah, that's why I prefer the Mega Man games or whatever, because of specifically the Mega Man X games. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I totally prefer those Mega Man games too.
Well, if you guys actually played like the Mega Man X games, you would like go through those
The Mega Man, if there's Mega Man sex games, then sure.
All right.
If I lose a couple brain cells, I'll play some Mega Man.
Just a couple.
I'm running on a few right now for RuneScape.
Mega Man X right here. Mega Man X. The goat.
Isn't that a child?
It's no, it's a chibi fucking little thing, but whatever.
Uh,
All right, I'm gonna take one of these things off because we're running out of time. Let's talk about this last thing. Well, I was gonna have us talk about the Microsoft games, like revenue stuff, but their revenue's down, which makes sense.
Oh.
Like, or well,
hey, what's that?
They're making
what's
money.
the Game Pass? You said the games part?
Well, I already got rid of the thing, so I don't know what it is.
Whatever.
Oh. Let's talk about Sony. This was probably the biggest news story for maybe a couple reasons this past week. So, this past week, it came out that there was online DRM checks for PlayStation 4 and 5 games. It was you had to be connected to the internet at least once every 30 days or something, and all that stuff. Sony did come out with a statement recently saying that players can continue to access and play their purchased games as usual. A one-time online check is required to confirm the game's license, after which no further check-ins are required. But that's still a thing. Obviously, this was very much talked about in two different shades, we'll say. There's the people who are saying like this is the digital future that we've been warning people about, and then you have the people who are like defending this, saying this isn't a big deal. I think you could tell, or I think we all know who were saying this isn't a big deal.
It was you.
Well, no, I don't think it's a big deal because everyone's connected to the fucking internet. Like, who doesn't have internet nowadays like that to be able to check? But I have said this since 2013 when Xbox One was going to do something similar with this, which obviously they do this now anyway with the Series X and everything. So my stance has never changed in the last 13 years. I'm connected to the internet. You're connected to the internet. JJ, you're connected to the internet. We're all connected to the internet. That's not going to affect us. Like, obviously, the internet goes down. That's a whole other thing. But
So you're saying our internets are touching?
yes, our internets are touching.
Hell yeah.
So yeah,
We're gonna touch you later.
but I bring the Xbox One up because the discussion around this has been hilarious with the defense of like this isn't a big deal. Oh, it's Sony. Like, of course you need to do this and this and whatever. Because this was not the talk that Xbox got when they wanted to do something like this back in 2013 for the Xbox One. It has not been nearly they did not get this nearly the same grace that PlayStation is getting. So yeah, I just think like, yep, there you go. But again, I don't think this is a big deal. But there's a lot of people who do think it is a big deal because of the digital future that they're
The implication.
yeah, the implications. That it's the thing. Again, people don't want to have that. Like, if I purchase a game, I might not be able to play it. But I mean, the digital. I keep saying it. The digital future. I mean, it's not even digital future. The digital fucking like present. It's unstoppable. Like, either we all got to jump on the train or fucking get run over by it. So
I'm buying all my stuff on VHS from now on.
I don't know, because for me, like, yeah, all my games are digital. The only ones I buy physical are the Gears games because I want to collect like the special editions and all that stuff. But if there's no, but like, I know that they've been doing that, like, with the special or the collector's editions for Halo Infinite, right? Didn't have an actual physical disc. It was a code for the game, even though it had a case. So like, if they did
Yeah,
that with
like
Gears,
the console, the code was like embedded. It was you couldn't even like it wasn't even like a sheet. Like when you bought the console, like it was like the license was already like pre-installed
installed, yeah.
on that like hard drive. So you just had to like go like your downloads and download it, which is weird. But
I don't know. For me, like, that's why I don't care. Like, I'm all digital anyway, and like I I pay $100 a month for the fucking fiber optic shit that I get that is really fast actually. So I really do like it. Like, I was downloading, I don't know, I was downloading something the other day, and it took
backdoor
like,
sluts now.
yeah, and it took like 3 minutes to download onto my console. I was like, oh shit, that's right, I forgot. Like, doesn't matter that this shit was like 15 gigs or whatever. It downloaded super quick. Didn't even take like 5 minutes. It was like 2 or 3 minutes. So I get my money's worth that with that $100. Never, is it? There's some slowdown sometimes when everyone's using the internet to like stream, but all in all, and I have felt a difference when like I'm playing, like when we played Gears the other night. I did feel a bit of a different. Like I have always felt a little different. I
You
swear I
feel like
don't
home?
lag. Like, I swear I was always getting lag with everything else, especially when we had Spectrum internet. Like, oh, don't ever use Spectrum internet. They are fucking crap. Fucking crap.
But Spectrum, if you would like to sponsor us, that's cool.
But if Spectrum, you want to sponsor us, I will gladly use your internet. No, I won't.
Yeah, I mean, I think the part that's weird, it's like, well, you bought it digitally, so like you were connected to the internet at some point. So like it stands to reason that like you would still probably be connected to the internet to play it, right?
They download it and just like turn off the fucking internet again.
Well, because yeah, I mean, like that's the big thing that people are like, well, what if I? One of the things I love is like they made this argument too in 2013. What about people who go overseas? You know, they get deployed, and it's like, you know, I think they'll get distracted another way. You know,
I think they get internet. Like
oh
it's not
yeah,
like it's not like the places they get sent to like
right.
don't like when they're not getting sent to the fucking moon to fight moon battles. Like
Not yet.
Not yet,
yeah, not yet. But
not yet. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, for me, again, I don't think this is a big deal, but I wanted to point out the hypocrisy of like the people who
oh
were
yeah.
like, it was the people who were so vehemently against Xbox doing it are now completely fine and letting Sony fuck them in the ass, no lube style, because it's Sony. Like, in fact, you know what I want to say? I don't even think like Mr. Mr. Dorito King himself even made a tweet about it. Yeah, I'm looking. He didn't seem to talk about it.
Parker.
He definitely would have posted a tweet about it if it was an Xbox, like a negative Xbox story.
Yeah.
But that's Jeff
Well, I'm
Keighley
sure
talking.
you could probably go back and like find how he talked about like Xbox back in 2013 when the
I,
Xbox One.
I don't even think when like they shut down Blue Point Studios, I think he didn't even like really. I don't know if he made a tweet or he tweeted late about it. But I remember people were calling him out on that. Like he just did not like when Xbox has shut down studios. He's quick to get it. Like look, yeah, and like oh yeah, Xbox is shutting down, but like PlayStation shutting down a studio, and you're just like, I'm gonna keep quiet for a bit. Yeah, I can't find anything. Yeah, Jeff Keighley's a dumbass. I'm glad he's a voice for trying to make gaming to be taken more seriously and everything, but God, he just needs to. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. But Jeff, if you want to sponsor the channel,
If you wanna sponsor, presented, I will gladly say presented by the Game Awards and Summer Game Fest.
I'll come present.
I would love to present an award, like
You just streamer of the year.
Streamer of the Year, which should have been me, or
That's what I'd
YouTuber.
say. Streamer of the year, not me, you fucking assholes. And then
Yeah,
just
fuck you. Yeah.
I'm taking. You know what? This is mine. He's run away.
So yeah. JJ, you have any thoughts on like the whole DRM stuff?
No, it's kind of weird. Like it's a. Yeah, don't you need to be online to get the game anyway? So what the fuck? That's just weird, dude. Weird.
Weird,
But,
weird.
but yeah,
weird.
it's very funny. Xbox does it, we're screwed, or whatever. Then Sony does it. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
totally
you
right.
know,
Right.
I
You gotta
like
make sure people aren't stealing the games. It makes total sense,
well,
guys.
the thing is, like I said, like it's the hypocrisy that makes me laugh because like I remember when, or not, I remember like, dude, no, actually, much more recent thing, the whole them lowering the price to $23 for Game Pass. People had to spin that in a negative light still somehow. Like, well, you're not actually saving money now because this and that. Like, dude, fuck off. But yeah, no, no.
Need to customize your Game Pass. Pretty
Watch
bad.
if that actually turns out to be a thing where you could have like different, whatever. They'll 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 spin it in a negative light. But yeah,
And then we'll see Sony get in like, oh, beautiful. Amazing,
Yeah,
amazing
exactly.
choice.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this podcast there because there's nothing else to talk about. So, all right, this was episode shit again. 97, right? Yeah, 97. I've been your host, Everett. Oh, I'm forgetting almost. You like this podcast? You like what I do on the channel? Again, I'm still sticking around to do stuff. So, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. I've been your host, Everett. JJ,
Yeah, see you later, everyone.
Devin,
Send me all your virtual touches, everybody.
and until next time, catch you later.